attacks.
This keeps getting more interesting with every TikTok scroll. The MAGA crowd is fuming because Elon Musk has apparently pulled off the ultimate power move, stealing their influence over Trump like he's snatching the last slice of pizza at a party. Now, President Trump seems to be compromising on those beloved MAGA values to appease Musk, who some are convinced is the real president behind the scenes.
America, it's a coup. The rats are in the house. And there's a big bitch rat from New York. Trust me, I know it's our first coup, but I'm from South America, I can teach you. You don't expect that the rats are gonna go out. No. You gotta poison them. This is the first one, guys. If you don't stop here, I know you're astonished. Because I know those guys, they sell themselves as entrepreneurs and billionaires and gods. But no, they're rats. Thieves. Take him out.
That's right, folks. Elon's out here running the show like he's playing The Sims and Trump is his favorite character. The MAGA faithful are madder than a hornet in a hairdryer. They're like, we didn't vote for this! Meanwhile, Elon's probably tweeting memes about Mars colonization while sipping a latte, completely unbothered. And let's be real, this whole situation feels like a bizarre reality show where the plot twists just keep coming. Is Trump bending to Elon's will? Is Elon the puppet master? Or is this just another day in the wildest timeline imaginable? Either way, TikTok is eating it up. The hashtags are flying, the memes are flowing, and the MAGA crowd is left wondering if they backed the wrong horse or spaceship.
I wanted to start off by saying I did vote for Donald Trump.
I say this with no sincerity. I'm truly shocked. Shocked. Aren't you shocked? Are you shocked? This is my shocked face.
We need to get together as Americans and actually get on the same page and actually stand together and unite and fix some of these issues.
Bro, did you really just say, can't we all get along? No. Not when you were happy to vote for a dictator who wants to strip us all of our rights, not to mention fucking over farmers like you. Because he never cared about you, and he never will.
There's a lot of corruption in the government, and I just don't understand how you can't see it. On both sides of the aisles, nobody's perfect.
Dude, except they're literally not the same, which is highlighted by your personal experience. On one side, you have Biden and Harris, who gave you the Inflation Reduction Act, the one that allowed you to be part of a program that you were so excited about. Oh, and while I'm at it, you can thank Kamala for that, because she cast that tie-breaking vote that ensured you got access to that program.
The yeas are 50, the nays are 50. The Senate being equally divided, the Vice President votes in the affirmative, and the bill, as amended, is passed.
And on the other hand, you have Trump, who you voted for, who with just the stroke of his pen was able to deny you the payment you deserve. You can keep claiming they're the same, but one was going to benefit you and the other might leave you farmless.
I just wanted to take that attention. I wanted to point out Jesus Christ.
And that's where we stopped, because no. Anyway, enjoy this little find out portion of fucking around. Oh, and don't forget to thank Trump when you're setting up your GoFundMe.
I might lose my farm because of the government. I got in bed with the government. I was promoting getting in bed with the government because I thought it was a good idea.
Some farmers are finding out the hard way about voting for Trump.
Is our EQIP program, which is cost sharing on fences, waters, a well, and some seedings, was funded by the Inflation Reduction Act. Because of the executive orders, there's a pause or a freeze on the funding through the Inflation Reduction Act.
So let's make this very clear. This farmer voted for Trump, yet he was taking advantage of a program through the Inflation Reduction Act, which is a Biden policy. And now that Trump has come into office, he has frozen that, and he's might not get his funds even though he had a contract, meaning he put out a bunch of his own money thinking he was going to get paid back by the government. Now he probably isn't and could very likely lose his farm.
I'm voting for Trump because he's going to implement tariffs and make China pay for them. All right, Google, what are tariffs? Tariffs are a tax on imported goods. The cost is passed on to the consumer. I don't need cheaper products. I just want cheaper gas. The tariffs Trump is threatening Canada with might increase the price of gas. You know what? I don't need cheaper gas either. I'm not voting for Kamala. She's gonna start World War III. Trump wants to make Canada the 51st state, and he wants to invade Mexico and Greenland and take back the Panama Canal. You know, a little bloodshed to expand the empire is a worthy sacrifice. I'm voting for Trump for cheaper groceries. I don't care that Trump said that he probably can't lower the price of groceries. I don't want lower price groceries. I just want a better quality of life as a working class citizen. Trump said he was going to dismantle the National Labor Relations Board. Well, I don't need to be in a union anymore. That's fine. I don't need workers' rights. I will probably have to go back onto the Affordable Care Act for my health care, though. Trump said he wanted to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. Well, I don't need health care either. That's for libtard sissies.
This was actually a pretty bad week for Republicans, and here's why. First of all, Donald Trump has been president for almost a month now, and even though he's promised to lower the price of groceries on day one, it's been almost a month, and grocery prices are actually on the rise dramatically. He's signed tons of executive orders like renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America and bringing back plastic straws. Meanwhile, consumer sentiment just dropped to a 7-month low, and inflation expectations are on the rise. This comes as millions of Americans are continuing to question who is really in charge of the Republican Party, as President Elon Musk got featured on the cover of Time magazine in the Oval Office instead of Trump. And Elon Musk's approval rating by the public continues to plummet. So does Tesla's stock as sales continue to plunge, especially across Europe and China, as competition intensifies and consumers grow increasingly unhappy with Elon's radical politics. Lastly, Elon and Trump suffered a major loss in court as a federal judge has blocked Doge's access to Treasury payment systems. This comes as 19 states have started suing Trump and the federal government to try and stop some of their most radical policies. So all good things for the country to see Trump and the MAGA movement facing some setbacks.
So, what's next in this wild saga of MAGA meltdowns, Elon's power plays, and TikTok trends? Will Trump voters find their way back to the blue camp, or will they double down on the chaos? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Are Team MAGA getting what they deserve, or is this just another chapter in the never-ending drama of American politics? Don't forget to like if you're hooked on this roller coaster, comment with your hottest take, and subscribe to Trend Feed for more juicy updates on the trends shaking up the world. Stay tuned, because you know this isn't the last twist we'll see.
Guess what hashtag is trending right now? It's leaving MAGA. Who knew that by Trump making enemies of his closest neighbors and allies would force his MAGA base, Make America Great Again base, to take their support away from him? So good for you. All of you Make America Great Again supporters, I commend you for coming out and saying, hey, I made a mistake. It's never too late to take a step back and say, hey, let's do something different. So welcome to Club Blue. You're welcome here. Let's make sure that changes are made so this doesn't happen again. Remember, hashtag leaving MAGA.
Well, it finally happened, and it's happening fast. I'm getting a lot of messages from people who say, I'm a Republican, I'm a Trump supporter, but I want labor rights. And they're asking me for help with the problem they're having now that Trump is really attacking the federal workforce, and they're scared. The hypocrisy. How dare you come to me for help when you have spent the past 12 years of Trump's career violently and viciously attacking anyone who doesn't look like you, violently and viciously attacking labor rights when every expert in the world warned you. And you mocked us. You still mock us when we tell you that what's happening is dangerous. But now that it's finally affected you, as we warned you it would, now you think you deserve special treatment? It's kind of like that guy who posted about not paying taxes and how proud he was not to pay taxes. And then the fires happened, and he was desperately calling for private firefighters to save his house, but no one else's. I'm angry at you. I'll probably still help you because I believe in this, but I'm angry at you.
It's like showing up to your ex's house after ghosting them for 4 years, holding a bouquet of oops, my bad flowers. Sure, some Democrats might welcome them with open arms, whispering, the door's always open, sweetie. But others? Oh, they're side-eyeing these converts harder than a bouncer at a club checking IDs. Too little, too late, some might say. Where were you when we were trying to save the planet, healthcare, and basic human decency? But hey, redemption arcs are all the rage these days. Maybe the blue camp will roll out the welcome mat, or maybe they'll just hand them a broom and say, start sweeping up what's left of democracy and we'll talk. Either way, It's a messy breakup. And an